Japan is a country that constantly pushes the boundaries of innovation and practicality, and today we're diving into 12 absolutely genius things that will completely blow your mind. Trust me, by the end of this video, you'll be booking a flight to Tokyo. But before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on amazing content like this. Let's get started. First up, let's talk about Japanese vending machines. Now, I know what you're thinking. Vending machines exist everywhere, right? But Japan takes this concept to an entirely different level. We're not just talking about your typical soda and snacks here. In Japan, you can buy hot ramen bowls, fresh eggs, umbrellas, ties, flowers, and even live crabs from vending machines. These machines are literally everywhere. With over 5 million scattered across the country. That's one vending machine for every 23 people. And here's the really genius part. Many of these machines are connected to databases that track inventory in real time and adjust pricing based on demand and weather conditions. On a hot day, cold drinks get promoted to the top buttons. On rainy days, umbrella vending machines light up with special displays. The technology ensures that you always get what you need exactly when you need it. Some vending machines even have facial recognition software that suggests drinks based on your age and gender. Japan has essentially turned the simple vending machine into an AI-powered convenience store that never closes and never needs staff. It's efficient, it's practical, and it's absolutely brilliant. Next, we need to talk about Japanese toilets, because these aren't just toilets. They're basically spaceships for your bathroom. Japanese toilets, particularly the famous Toto washlet models, come with heated seats, multiple bidet spray options, air dryers, deodorizers, and even built-in sound effects to mask any embarrassing noises. Some models have automatic lids that open when you approach and close when you leave. Others feature nightlights, self-cleaning functions, and health monitoring systems that can analyze your waste and send data to your smartphone. Yes, you heard that right. These toilets can literally track your health metrics. The genius here isn't just about luxury, it's about hygiene and sustainability. By using water jets instead of excessive toilet paper, these systems are more environmentally friendly. The heated seats mean no more shocking cold porcelain in winter. And the automatic features mean less physical contact with surfaces, making everything more sanitary. Once you experience a Japanese toilet, every other bathroom experience feels like you've traveled back to the Stone Age. Public restrooms in Japan often feature these high-tech toilets too, making even a quick bathroom stop feel like a futuristic experience. Let's move on to something that saves countless lives every single day: earthquake-proof buildings. Japan sits on the Pacific Ring of Fire and experiences thousands of earthquakes annually, so they've had to become absolute masters at earthquake-resistant architecture. The genius innovations here are mind-blowing, as many modern buildings in Japan are constructed on flexible foundations with base isolation systems that allow the structure to move independently from ground motion. Imagine your building floating on a cushion during an earthquake. That's essentially what's happening. Then there are buildings with massive tuned mass dampers, which are giant pendulums or weights installed at the top of skyscrapers that swing in the opposite direction of the building's movement to counteract earthquake forces. The Taipei 101 has one, but Japanese engineers have perfected this technology across hundreds of structures. Some buildings even use active vibration control systems with hydraulic jacks that push back against earthquake forces in real time. The Tokyo Skytree, one of the tallest structures in the world, was inspired by traditional Japanese pagoda architecture, which has kept 5-story wooden temples standing for over 1,000 years through countless earthquakes. The combination of ancient wisdom and cutting-edge technology makes Japanese buildings some of the safest in the world during natural disasters. Number 4 is something that makes daily commuting feel like a synchronized ballet: Japanese train systems. The punctuality of Japanese trains is legendary, and we're not talking about being on time within a few minutes. Japanese trains operate with an average delay of less than 1 minute per year. If a train is even 20 seconds late, the staff will issue formal apologies. The Shinkansen bullet trains have been operating since 1964 and have never had a single passenger fatality due to derailment or collision. These trains reach speeds of up to 320 kilometers per hour while maintaining incredible smoothness and safety. But the genius goes beyond just the trains themselves. The stations are masterpieces of efficiency. Colored lines on platforms show you exactly where doors will open, markings indicate where to queue, and signs guide you through massive stations with incredible clarity. Train schedules are coordinated down to the second, allowing for incredibly tight connections. Station staff undergo rigorous training and perform synchronized pointing and calling techniques, a system called Shisa Kanko, which reduces human error by up to 85%. Everything from cleaning crews who transform a dirty train into spotless condition in just 7 minutes to platform barriers that prevent accidents shows a level of attention to detail that's simply unmatched anywhere else in the world. Moving on to number 5, let's talk about Japanese convenience stores, or konbini as they're called locally. At first glance, you might think a convenience store is just a convenience store. But Japanese konbini like 7-Eleven, Lawson, and Family Mart are essentially life support systems. These stores are open 24 hours a day and offer an incredible range of services. You can obviously buy food and drinks, but the food quality is shockingly good. We're talking fresh onigiri rice balls made daily, hot fried chicken, premium sandwiches, and full meals that rival restaurant quality. But beyond food, you can pay your bills, buy concert tickets, send packages, print documents, buy new underwear, get umbrellas, access ATMs, and even use clean bathrooms free of charge. During emergencies, konbini serve as disaster relief points. The genius of these stores lies in their integration into Japanese society. They're strategically located, with Tokyo having one konbini for roughly every 2,000 people. The supply chain management is incredible, with deliveries happening multiple times per day to ensure freshness. Everything is designed for maximum efficiency: the layout, the checkout process, the packaging. Japanese convenience stores have essentially solved the problem of urban living by putting everything you need within a 5-minute walk and making it available around the clock. Number 6 is something that tourists absolutely love: capsule hotels. These were invented in Japan in 1979 and represent pure genius in space optimization. A capsule hotel features small, pod-like sleeping spaces stacked side by side and on top of each other. Each capsule is about 2 meters long and 1 meter high, just enough room to sit up and sleep comfortably. But don't think of these as cramped boxes. Modern capsule hotels include reading lights, power outlets, Wi-Fi, small TVs, alarm clocks, and even air conditioning controls within each pod. The genius here is solving expensive real estate problems while maintaining comfort and privacy. Instead of paying hundreds of dollars for a hotel room you're only using to sleep, you pay a fraction of that for a perfectly functional sleeping space. Capsule hotels typically include shared lounges, bathrooms, and sometimes even saunas and restaurants. They're incredibly popular with businessmen who miss the last train home, budget travelers, and anyone who values location and affordability over space. The concept has now spread worldwide, but Japan perfected the design, cleanliness, and experience. Some luxury capsule hotels now offer premium pods with better materials and more space, but the core genius remains the same: maximum efficiency, minimum waste, perfect functionality. Let's jump to number 7 and talk about Japanese parking systems, because even parking in Japan feels like something from a science fiction movie. In a country where space is incredibly limited, especially in cities like Tokyo, Japan has developed automated underground parking systems that are absolute engineering marvels. You drive your car onto a platform, get out, take your ticket, and the system automatically transports your car underground or into a mechanical storage system. As these towers and underground facilities can stack cars vertically and horizontally, storing dozens or even hundreds of vehicles in the space that would normally fit just a few cars. When you return, you simply scan your ticket and the system retrieves your car within minutes, delivering it right back to the entrance. The genius here is multi-layered. First, it solves the space problem by going vertical instead of horizontal. Second, it's actually safer because your car is stored in a secure, enclosed system where theft and damage are nearly impossible. Third, it's more environmentally friendly because cars aren't circling blocks looking for parking, wasting fuel, and creating emissions. Some systems even charge electric vehicles while they're stored, The precision engineering required to move cars safely and quickly without human drivers is incredible, using sensors, robotics, and computer systems that coordinate every movement. Japan has turned the frustrating experience of finding parking into a seamless, automated process. Number 8 is all about food delivery, but not the kind you're thinking of. Japan has perfected the art of kaiten sushi, or conveyor belt sushi restaurants. While the concept exists elsewhere now, Japan invented and perfected it. You sit at a counter, and plates of sushi rotate past you on a conveyor belt. You simply grab whatever looks good, and you're charged based on the number and color of plates you take. But modern kaiten sushi restaurants have taken this to the next level with incredible technology. And some use high-speed express lanes that deliver your custom order directly to your seat. Others have touchscreen tablets where you order specific items, and they arrive via the belt within minutes. The genius innovation here is the use of RFID chips embedded in plates that track how long each plate has been circulating. If sushi has been going around too long, it's automatically removed to ensure freshness. Some restaurants even have systems that analyze which items are most popular at different times and adjust production accordingly, reducing waste. The combination of entertainment, efficiency, and quality control makes kaiten sushi a uniquely Japanese experience. You get fresh, affordable sushi in a fun environment where you control exactly what you eat. It's democratized sushi dining while maintaining high standards. And it shows Japanese genius in hospitality and food service innovation. Number 9 takes us to something that seems simple but is brilliantly executed: Japanese packaging. If you've ever opened a product from Japan, you know that the packaging is on another level entirely. Everything is wrapped, sealed, and presented with incredible care and attention to detail. Snacks come in boxes with individually wrapped pieces inside. Fruits are often wrapped individually and presented in beautiful boxes. Even cookies come in trays with separators to prevent breaking. This might seem excessive, but there's genuine genius behind it. First, it ensures freshness and hygiene by protecting each item individually. Second, it makes products perfect for gifting, which is a huge part of Japanese culture. Third, it prevents waste by keeping things fresh longer and protecting them from damage. The packaging often serves multiple purposes too. Some wrappers have printed information that's actually useful, like how to properly eat the food or its origin story. Others are designed to be origami-like, where the package itself transforms into something useful. Japanese engineers have even developed packaging that changes color when food is spoiling, ensuring safety. The aesthetics are always considered too, with beautiful designs that make even simple products feel special. It's not just about wrapping something, it's about creating an experience. This attention to packaging detail reflects the broader Japanese philosophy of omotenashi, which is wholehearted hospitality, where every detail matters and every customer interaction should be special. On moving to number 10, we need to discuss Japanese pedestrian infrastructure, specifically the genius of their crosswalk systems. In busy areas like Shibuya Crossing, which is one of the busiest intersections in the world with thousands of people crossing at once, Japan has designed scramble crossings where all traffic stops simultaneously and pedestrians can cross in any direction, including diagonally. This reduces crossing time, improves traffic flow, and is far safer than traditional crosswalks. But the genius goes deeper. Japanese crosswalks often feature textured paving blocks called tenji blocks, or tactile paving, invented in Japan in 1965, which help visually impaired people navigate streets independently. These raised patterns indicate when you're approaching a crossing or which direction to walk. Additionally, many traffic signals in Japan emit different sounds for visually impaired pedestrians, with melodies that indicate which direction is safe to cross. Some signals even have countdown timers showing exactly how many seconds you have left to cross. There are also talking traffic signals that announce when it's safe to cross. Underground walkways and skywalks separate pedestrian and vehicle traffic in busy areas, making cities safer and more navigable. The entire system is designed with universal accessibility in mind, ensuring that everyone, regardless of physical ability, can navigate cities safely and independently. It's infrastructure that truly serves all people. Number 11 is absolutely fascinating and shows Japanese innovation in urban living. Micro apartments and space-saving furniture. Tokyo real estate is among the most expensive in the world, so Japanese designers have become masters at maximizing tiny spaces. We're talking apartments that are sometimes just 9 square meters, barely bigger than a parking space. But through brilliant design, these spaces become fully functional homes. Murphy beds fold into walls, revealing living spaces during the day. Stairs double as storage drawers. Tables fold down from walls when needed and disappear when not in use. Loft spaces maximize vertical room, putting sleeping areas above living areas. Kitchen appliances are compact and multifunctional, with combination microwave ovens and single-burner cooking surfaces. Bathrooms use unit bath systems where the entire bathroom is a single molded piece, maximizing every centimeter and ensuring waterproofing. Some apartments have sliding walls that reconfigure spaces for different uses throughout the day. The genius isn't just about making things smaller, it's about making small spaces livable, comfortable, and efficient. Japanese designers have proven that you don't need huge spaces to live well, you just need smart design. This innovation has influenced tiny home movements and micro apartment trends worldwide. It challenges our assumptions about how much space we actually need and shows that with creativity and engineering, comfort and functionality don't require excessive square footage. Finally, number 12 brings us to something that combines tradition and technology beautifully: Japanese customer service automation and robotics. Japan is leading the world in service robotics, with robots working in hotels, restaurants, and retail stores. The Hen-Na Hotel, whose name means strange hotel, is almost entirely staffed by robots, including dinosaur robots at check-in and robotic assistants in rooms. Restaurants use robot waiters that deliver food to tables. Some even have robotic chefs that cook your meal with perfect precision. But here's where the genius really shows. These robots aren't replacing humans to cut corners. They're addressing Japan's aging population and labor shortage while maintaining the incredibly high service standards Japan is famous for. The robots are designed to be helpful, friendly, and efficient, often with cute designs that make interactions enjoyable rather than cold or sterile. At the same time, human staff remain available for complex situations that require empathy and flexibility. But Japan is finding the perfect balance between automation and human touch. They're also developing companion robots for elderly care, helping seniors with daily tasks while providing social interaction. These innovations solve real societal challenges while pushing technological boundaries. It's not science fiction, it's happening right now, and it shows how technology can enhance rather than diminish human experience when implemented thoughtfully. So there you have it, 12 absolutely genius things in Japan that showcase innovation, practicality, and attention to detail that's simply unmatched. From vending machines that know what you need before you do, to toilets that track your health, to buildings that dance through earthquakes, to trains that apologize for being 20 seconds late, that Japan continues to amaze the world with solutions that just make sense. These innovations aren't just about being high-tech for the sake of it. They solve real problems and improve daily life in meaningful ways. If this video blew your mind like it did mine, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who would love to visit Japan someday. What amazed you the most? Let me know in the comments below. And remember, there's so much more incredible content coming your way. So stay subscribed and keep exploring the amazing innovations our world has to offer. Until next time, keep your mind open and your curiosity alive. Now you might be wondering, what makes Japan so fundamentally different when it comes to innovation and problem solving? The answer lies deep within Japanese culture and philosophy. There's a concept called Kaizen, which means continuous improvement or change for the better. It's not just a business strategy, it's woven into the fabric of Japanese society. Every single person, from factory workers to executives, is encouraged to constantly look for ways to make things better, faster, and more efficient. This mindset has been cultivated over centuries, and it shows in every aspect of modern Japanese life. What's truly remarkable is that Japan doesn't innovate just for the sake of being innovative or flashy. Every invention, every design choice, every system we've discussed today solves an actual problem. They address real challenges that people face in their daily lives, whether it's managing limited space in densely populated cities, ensuring safety during natural disasters, or accommodating an aging population. Japanese innovations are rooted in necessity and compassion. This is why they work so well and why they've become models for the rest of the world to follow. Another fascinating aspect is the Japanese concept of motenai, which expresses regret over waste. It's a deep cultural value that encourages people to use things fully and waste nothing. This philosophy permeates everything from packaging design to building construction to food service. You see it in the way convenience stores manage inventory to minimize waste, in how packaging protects products to extend their shelf life, and in how buildings are engineered to last for generations. This perspective fundamentally changes how you approach problem solving. Instead of asking how to make something bigger or more luxurious, Japanese innovators ask how to make something last longer, how work better with less and serve more people efficiently. The attention to detail we see across all these innovations also comes from the Japanese concept of shokunin, which refers to craftspeople who dedicate themselves to perfecting their craft. This isn't just about creating beautiful objects, it's about pursuing mastery and excellence in every single task, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant. A train conductor takes pride in maintaining perfect punctuality. A convenience store worker takes pride in arranging shelves with mathematical precision. A packaging designer takes pride in creating something that's both functional and beautiful. When this mindset is applied across an entire society, you get the kind of systematic excellence we see in Japan today. But it's also worth noting that many of these innovations came from listening to what people actually need. Japanese companies and designers spend enormous amounts of time observing how people use products and spaces in real life. This human-centered design approach, combined with the technological capability to implement solutions, creates innovations that genuinely improve quality of life rather than just being gimmicks. The high-tech toilets came from understanding privacy and hygiene needs. The conveyor belt sushi restaurants came from wanting to make sushi accessible and fun for everyone. The earthquake-proof buildings came from understanding the existential threat that earthquakes pose to a nation that sits on the ring of fire. Perhaps most importantly, Japan demonstrates that innovation doesn't have to come at the expense of tradition. Many of the most cutting-edge technologies in Japan are informed by centuries-old principles and practices. The Tokyo Skytree's design draws from ancient pagoda architecture. Modern service robots incorporate the concept of omotenashi, which has guided Japanese hospitality for generations. The approach to urban planning respects both efficiency and aesthetic beauty. This balance between honoring the past while embracing the future is something that many countries struggle with. But Japan has found a way to make them work together harmoniously. As you go about your daily life, whether you're in Japan or anywhere else in the world, you'll start noticing how many innovations you encounter are either directly from Japan or inspired by Japanese solutions. That ergonomic desk chair, that efficient home organization system, that thoughtfully designed public space, that reliable transportation system, chances are there's some Japanese influence or inspiration behind it. The legacy of Japanese innovation extends far beyond the borders of Japan itself, shaping how we live, work, and interact with technology globally. If visiting Japan in person isn't possible right now, there are still ways to experience and appreciate this innovation firsthand. Many Japanese products and companies operate internationally. You can try a Japanese convenience store if there's one near you. You can purchase Japanese-designed products that bring that philosophy of quality and efficiency into your own home. You can study Japanese design principles and apply them to your own space. You can research the companies and individuals behind these innovations to understand their thought processes and what drove them to create these solutions. The deeper message here is that any community, any country, and any individual can adopt these principles of continuous improvement, attention to detail, respect for craftsmanship, and human-centered design. You don't need to be Japanese to think like a Japanese innovator. You can apply Kaizen to your own work. You can embrace Shokunin mentality in whatever profession or hobby you pursue. You can practice motenai by being conscious of waste in your daily life. You can design your own spaces and systems with the same level of thought and care that goes into Japanese innovations. This is why we've explored these 12 innovations in such detail. But it's not just about appreciating cool technology or impressive engineering. It's about understanding the philosophy and principles that drive excellence. It's about recognizing that when you combine cultural values like respect for craftsmanship with economic realities like limited space and resources, you create the perfect conditions for innovation that actually solves problems and improves human life. Thank you so much for watching this deep dive into Japanese innovation. If you found this as fascinating as we did, please take a moment to hit that like button and leave a comment sharing which innovation impressed you the most. Subscribe to our channel so you never miss future explorations of the innovations and ideas that shape our world. The world is full of incredible solutions waiting to be discovered, and we're committed to bringing them to you. Until next time, keep appreciating excellence, stay curious about the world around you, and remember that innovation truly is everywhere when you know where to look.